or as a director, who was your greatest influence?
My greatest influence as a writer would be a combination I'd like to think of, and people who see my plays may laugh and scoff, I hope not. It's a combination of Anton Chekhov and Tennessee Williams. Is what I'm going for. I don't always get there. Tennessee Williams has this poetic realism. I like to think of it as what your heart would say if it could. And Chekhov has this really good efficiency of language and naturalism where people are speaking how people speak, and yet in that simplicity it's profound. I hope for something profoundly prophetic, poetic, profoundly, simply poetic. It doesn't always happen. It very rarely happens, but it's a goal.
And this is a question from one of your fellow actors in Syllabus of Errors, Carolyn, who is playing Claire, I believe, in the play.
Mm-hmm.
She has asked, do you ever consider acting in the company too, in addition to writing and directing?
I do. Again, I don't think it's something where, honestly, I don't think I'm very good at it because I don't spend enough time, and you can probably tell there's probably a little bit of a lisp going on physically. It's physically demanding. I love acting, just like anybody does. I was an actor first before a writer, before a director. The last thing I did was probably actually Jen's last play, but one role that really excited me, I got to play a role called The Salesman in something I wrote, and it was just fun. And then I went and I got to act 2 plays in a row, and they were completely different. I'm actually dying to act, and I have to keep reminding myself that I can actually just cast myself and look terrible, and I will. Next season you will see me acting badly and come to see it.
And finally, this is a question from Katie. Do you realize that you can only cast Katie so many times before all her friends and great aunts and cousins stop coming? Do you have a plan for audience development then?
I hope so. I mean, we've got a really great audience that come to our shows, and it really starts in a grassroots way. We've had, our budget for the last 4 years for marketing and media has been laughingly around $100, which buys you a few cups of coffee for for the marketing team, and that's about it. We do have a plan. We've gotten some good sellout runs from word of mouth. We're trying to expand that a little bit. We're getting better. We're finding just techniques about marketing, because people tell me all the time if I would have gone to it. I would have loved it. I've loved, I run into people at the bar or wherever, and they say, I loved these 3 shows. I didn't even know about your next one. And so we're trying to cultivate just letting people know, because I think that they do like the plays. They just need to hear about them. So marketing plan, a little bit, since we've gotten a little bit bigger, we're going to spend a little bit more money, and that may help you guys know about shows.
And finally, do you have anything to say about the actors in this upcoming play, or the actors of next season, or the team you have working?
The actors are awesome. They're incredible. The last 2 shows in particular, I've been so excited about the group of actors that we've had, and we've had a chance between the Seagull and between our Panoply in December to do some teaching and to do some growing. And I've seen them, if you saw them in Panoply in December, there's some actors that are coming back for this show, and the skill and the nuance to what they do is incredible. I mean, Evan, who plays the lead in this show, David, he just went from being Constantine in Russia in 19th century, and now he's a 49-year-old professor in Western Massachusetts, and I believe every second of it. It's really, I don't know, our actors are in a great place because they do such a good job that you just sort of believe that they are what they are. I tell them always, they do the kind of acting, they need to do the kind of acting that will never win an award. So you just sort of assume they are what they seem to be. So we're starting to get to a point that I've always wanted us to be at, acting wise. So have we run out of tape? All right, thanks guys.
Thanks, Brian.